In this video, I have a fun and quick challenge for you. So on this event reference page, there are a ton of events, as we saw in the last video. And I want to know exactly how many are here. And I definitely don't want you to count manually. So write JavaScript code to figure out how many of these events exist on this page. So I recommend that you just open up the console and start typing some stuff in here. And the hint that you'll get is that each event is one of these elements, whatever these are. I don't know what these are, but whatever each one of these is corresponds to a separate event on this page. So count how many of these there are. So this problem is a great use for the JavaScript console. It covers a lot of the stuff that we've been talking about, selecting and looping through things. So go ahead and give this a shot on your own. Pause the video if you need to, and then I'll go over a solution in just a moment. Okay, so let's talk about how we could find this out. How many events are on this page? My first instinct would be to inspect. So let's take a look. These are TDs, it looks like. So we have one TD there. Okay, so each event is its own TR. So you can see. So that's one event. This is the next event, which is inside of a TR. So what we could do is just count the number of TRs on this page. The problem is there might be some other tables that we don't know about. So let's see. Let's do a query selector all TR. Or let's even just do table. Let's see how many tables are on the page. Oops, forgot document. We have one table here. Okay, that looks good. We have another table down below. Where's this one? Let's see. Okay, non-standard events. Okay, that's right. We also want to count those. And then we also want to count this table, which we also got correctly, and this one. And then is there a table at the bottom? So these are all the events that we want. So now that we've figured out that the only tables on the page are the ones that we care about, I was worried they could be using a table over here on the nav bar or somewhere up here, but it turns out the only tables on the page, and therefore the only TRs on the page, are relevant to this problem. They contain these events. So all we want to do now is select document.querySelector all TR, and that will give us all the TRs. It says 306. So let's open up the first one. We can see these correspond to the individual events. There is one small problem, which is the very first TR is actually the headers here. So we would have to exclude one from this table. And then we have this table down here that also has headers. So we need to exclude that one. So for every table, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're going to need to subtract 5 rows because we don't want these here. So to figure out how many events are on this page, we just need to get the length of all the TRs. So that list that is returned, this one here, we need to figure out how long that is. So document.querySelector all TR.length, and that gives us 306 TRs on this page. The only thing, we have to exclude those 5 headers. So we could do it like this, -5, and that gives us 301. However, that is a little bit hard-coded because we're assuming there's always 5 tables. What if they added a 6th table of events? This would be accounting for all the TRs on the page, but we would still be subtracting 5. So what we actually want to subtract is the length of how many tables are on the page. So for every table, there is one TR that has the headings on it. So it will look like this. Document.querySelector all TR.length minus document.querySelector all tables, or table.length. And that also gives us 301. So this exercise served 2 purposes. One, just to get more practice using the console, selecting things. And the second one is to show you that there are a ton of events out there. Way more than you'll ever need to use. But it's good to be aware there's apparently 301. But like I said a few videos ago, it's a pretty small world. Most of the time, you'll use about 10, maybe 15. But there are apparently 301.